I had an invitation, so I went along to a meeting, and on that occasion it was a social meeting where they had somebody talking about yoga, which was fascinating, and then said to me, well, would you like to come to one of our business meetings and get a better feel for what we actually do and what we actually achieve? So I said, sure. And at that business meeting I thought, how come women do so much to achieve so much good and not be terribly well known? And so after that meeting I was asked, would I like to become a member? And I said, yes please, and the rest is history. Even though I was quite a bit younger than a number of the members, they were extremely welcoming, they were very friendly and very, very encouraging. And there were two in particular who sadly are no longer with us, who encouraged me to become more involved. And they were supportive. I almost felt like the old Chinese proverb, to lead the people you must walk behind them. And I always felt that that was there, that they were leading me, but from behind, in a very, very gentle way. You can't actually ever thank those people enough, because they have enabled me to enjoy the opportunities of seroptimism that I now enjoy. Hello bees. Hello girls. Bees have been a fascination of mine since I was a tot. I've always loved them, and I think they've actually got quite a high profile at the moment because of the worries of losing bees. And if we do lose bees, we are going to have a very much reduced choice of food supply. We'll not enjoy the same flowers as we do either. I think it's the way they organise themselves, the way they behave, the way they just get on with life and work, and they don't argue, you know, whether it's my job or your job. They just do what is needed for the best benefit of their community. We are a service organisation. Now, service can take different forms. It may mean that you need to actually provide some funding for an organisation to achieve a particular goal. It may be some hands-on service. Another means of service, of course, that is often forgotten is by educating our communities. I mean, trafficking of human beings is a huge issue within this country, although a lot of people and a lot of communities wouldn't wish to accept that it happens in their area. But by raising awareness of this whole vast issue of human trafficking, and yes, it can be on your doorstep, we have done a wonderful service in educating communities and raising awareness. And those are just as important as, you know, serving cream teas to raise money for a particular project. And I think sometimes that raising awareness and educating people to make them more aware, and that has a huge knock-on effect. That's a huge advantage, really. These are beautiful girls, and this is a beautiful frame of stores that they've now reduced the water content in the sugar I've given them, in the syrup I've given them, and that'll see them through the winter, stop them starving. And I know they'll have started again in the spring, because if I look under the hive there'll be little crumbs of wax there, and I know that they're uncapping their stores and making use of them, and that's a good sign that Her Majesty has come back into lay again. Another very, very heavy frame of stores. There's got to be at least 7 or 8 pounds of food stored there for them. They are just beautiful little bees. Keeping bees and the impact these have on the environment is very much in line with one of our Seroptimus programme areas, that of the environment. And they do so much good for us. They're such an important environmental creature, as are many other pollinating insects, but not only are they a benefit to the environment, but I benefit greatly by this wonderful crop of honey. And this year it's been a very, very good crop. We are women who have courage, we are women who have diversity, we're women who will do what it takes morally and ethically to actually raise the profile of need in the world. And so together, all of us with our various skills and competencies are able to make a major contribution to the organisation. I remember when I was introduced to the club as a member, I was told that as a Soroptimist you expected to gain nothing and you'd only get out of Soroptimism what you actually put into Soroptimism. I felt that I have gained tremendously. I have made friendships, I have had experiences, I have visited situations I could not possibly have experienced were I not a Soroptimist. I was persuaded to go to my very first Federation conference, and that absolutely sealed for me the whole reason why I had become a Soroptimist and why I would remain a Soroptimist, because I left there feeling inspired, enthused, excited. And there was a Federation President at the time, and there were some words that she said that I have never forgotten. And she said, "Service is the rent we pay for our place on earth." And as a global service organisation, I thought those words were so pertinent to what we actually do and what we achieve. And I've never ever forgotten what that particular president said. And so all these years on, I'm still a member.